Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we are back doing another Chaos Phantom Swiss Draft League. So it occurred to me, I think I mentioned this in the last video, last Chaos Draft. I think the real glaring issue with this format is how kind of useless tribes are. It's just borderline impossible to actually make a thematic tribe deck. So really, it seems like a format that's you can make a consistent aggro deck. It's totally possible, non-tribal aggro deck, or you just open the biggest bombs you can and play them all, which is like some formats. So the problem really is there's just a lot of random packs that you can get that have a bunch of tribal related stuff that's pretty purposeless. In this pack, Avacyn Restored, we're going to take this Druid's Familiar. I distinctly remember this card being absolutely absurd. Uh, yeah, just really insanely good. Soul Bond was an interesting mechanic. It's also a Borderland Ranger in here, which would be good for fixing. But yeah, Druid's Familiar was an absolute bomb. And I totally remember this card being a bomb too. Just nasty. Alright, Elvish Mystic seems like a good follow-up. Get some ramp going. Otherwise, what else is in here? Tenacious Dead is not so good. You get one time to bring it back. That's it. Jeez. Rootwalla is actually good, but we're going with Elvish Mystic. Actually, Dawnstrike Paladin, I remember this card being good too. It's expensive, but Vigilance Lifelink is a nice... actually, Stonehorn Chanter too. I remember this card being good. Yes, Vigilance Lifelink is a great ability set. I think the Chandra's Phoenix is good too. Definitely. But we're going to go with the Mystic. Certainly a better follow-up to the Druid's Familiar. And green, I imagine, is a good color to be in this format. Beak Moa is not bad. Coiling Oracle I like. I also think blue-green is probably a good direction to go. I might just want to take the Rakdos Signet. It actually fixes and ramps, so it's kind of a smart card to get. Because even if you're not in black-red, it's a mana rock, which is still good. A two mana rock is good. But the fact that this does actually fix too, I think probably makes it the pick here. Vital Splicer is good. 2 bodies, 1 card, and you get a regen off of it. That's actually really good. That is really good. Especially if I were to manage to pick up some other golem somewhere. Seagate Oracle in here. Like I said, the Coiling Oracle. I really think it's Signet or Vital Splicer. I'm almost tempted to take the Vital Splicer. Regenerate is that good. Especially for 1 mana. It's really strong. I'm pretty tempted to go Vital Splicer here. I think this card is just really good. I think ramp fixing is good too. But that's just insane to me. 4 mana, 2 bodies. So 4 power, 4 toughness on the board, and your 3/3 can regenerate. That's really good. Rancor's a great card. Definitely good. Just keeps coming back. Might of Oaks does not give trample, although 7 damage, not to be overlooked. Pretty big. Pretty big. Pretty tempted to just take the Rancor instead. There's also a Parch in here. Some removal. Dragoon, good against aggro. SWAT is good too. Might of Oaks is good. I'm going to take the Rancor though. I like that it just keeps coming back. It's pretty awesome. And Trample with the pump. That's really good. Become Immense is a good card. Definitely remember that. Sagu Archer is cool. Scout the Borders, kind of whatever. Feat of Resistance is a great card. Very, very good. Buff plus protection. Briber's Purse, maybe if you're Omega Aggro. I'm fine taking Become Immense here. There's also a Flooded Strand. But Become Immense is good. Absolutely. Potentially pay 1 mana for +6/+6. We'll take it. Okay, actually have to pick something in a different color now. So, Lawless Broker's not bad. Workshop Assistant, if we have artifacts, is not bad. What's the Hellion do again? Yeah, this is a little too one-timey for my taste. I'm okay taking the Lawless Broker here. 3 mana, 3/2, nothing special, but dies, buff something is not bad. Otherwise, Nimble Innovator, good with our Rancor, good with buff, good with the Druid's Familiar. Maybe I take card draw. I was actually thinking blue green I think is actually really good together. In formats like this especially, but basically because card advantage with ramp is really good. This card's not bad. If you have enough mana, you can just keep it going. It doesn't have trample though. Crawl Warrior also not bad. And then Zerta Druid is actually kind of cool because it pings and it ramps. I'm okay taking the Druid here. I think it's pretty good. Having ramp is never really bad. Crawl Warrior is actually not bad either. But we'll take the Zerta Druid. See how that pans out. So, Battering Worm with Bloodthirst. This is probably pretty good, actually. This is way too narrow. Should be same or less. Oh, destroy each creature. That's a tough card to make perfect here. I'm okay taking the Battering Worm. Kind of wish it had Convoke instead of Bloodthirst, but that's okay. It's expensive. Wild Cantor is not good. Maybe we actually take the Pyromatics. I think I'm not going to play the 7-drop Worm anyway, even though it's okay. But Pyromatics, at least if I do end up in red, is a good sideboard card to have. Kill X1s all day. It's not great, by the way, but can deal with things. So we can take the Wandering Wolf here. Certainly a fine 2-drop. Can get by pesky X1s. Also very good with the Rancor or Become Immense. So I guess we take the Firecat here. Actually, the Chanter Wheeling is kind of crazy because this card is strong. Or the Paladin. Slightly cheaper. You don't have to pay 6 mana. Maybe the Paladin's actually better. Probably wears a Rancor a lot better. Having to pay 6 every turn is definitely a hassle. We'll take the Paladin. I don't think I'm that excited to get a Regathan Firecat anyway. Hungry Spriggan. Tax is a 4/4, which is actually pretty good. Doesn't block well, but Bronzebeak Moa isn't crazy good either. We could take the Coiling Oracle too. I think it's not bad. I'll actually take the Coiling Oracle. I think this card is good, especially good in a deck with Rancor. We have a couple card advantage blue cards now, which I think is good. Weatherseed Elf, good sideboard card to have. This one can't block, but it's inflatable. That's not bad. It's quite the downside. We'll take the Elf for sideboard. So Scout the Borders is fine. Works with our Delve, and we probably don't need a Briber's Purse. I think we're going to let the Lookout flow. Let someone go into black. Because we have a few directions we can go now. Alright, these are the packs I'm talking about. Anything from Kamigawa is pretty lackluster. Because you're never really just going to be able to, splice onto anything. Roar of Jakai actually seems okay. Just for blocked creatures, though. Shuko. Nothing exciting. Free to equip is nice. This is not going to work. Creature dealt damage, that's not good. Let's see, the Sniper is actually not bad. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. We'll take that over the Genju of the Spires. I mean, we're for sure in green, so I think the Spider is actually pretty good. Titanic Ultimatum. This card is sweet. certainly powerhouse enough where taking it could pan out. Savage Hunger is not that good. Yeah, Titanic Ultimatum it could be. That's a lot of abilities if you can make it work. Alright. Pretty color intensive, but we'll see if we can't make it come together. Exclusion Ritual is expensive, but it's kind of cool. We don't need Infect. Leeching Bite is actually a pretty good combat trick. Don't need that. The Thundering Pteranodon is deceptively good. Pay 4 mana for a 5/4 Trampler. Pay 4 mana and 4 life. Which seems like a lot, but a 5/4 Trample is nothing to scoff at. Exclusion Ritual is a little expensive and a little too color intensive. I think if we're going to actually play Titanic Ultimatum, we got to focus on the green and just tap into red and white. I mean, any way you slice it, we really should just be focusing on green, I think. So we'll take the Pteranodon. Yeah, I don't think Retraced Image is going to work. What's the Calmer do? Destroy an enchantment, but you have to sack it. And it gets bigger. It's okay. It's not great. Whenever you discard a card, you can sacrifice it. Ugh, it's so narrow. Crackling Club is pretty narrow too. Guess we take the Calmer for sideboard, maybe. I feel like we're getting led down a second color very well here. Toughness 4 or greater. Well, that's good with the Paladin, the Thanodon. Pteranodon, rather. Doesn't work with that. Doesn't work with this. Does actually work kind of well with the Familiar. But not much else. It's a little tough. Could take the Segmented Crotique. It's a morph card. Turns into a fatty. I guess so. It fits our curve well, actually. I mean, it's a Megamorph card, but still. Colossal Might is good. Rock's Brute. Very efficient. Glory Scale, Viashino. We don't have enough multicolor to make that work. Or we can just take the Valley Ranet, which might actually make sense. Helps color fix for us. Colossal Might is good, though. Definitely good. Gives Trample as well. I mean, that really seriously pushes a lot of damage through. And maybe we just get off the blue plan at this point. I'm thinking the Titanic Ultimatum's not going to work either. I mean, we're basically mono green at the moment. I'm going to go with the Colossal Might. My gut is telling me that the white's not going to pan out, so focus on, even though we're not getting a lot of red, focus on the green and the red if we can. We may not be able to. We'll see. Play the Calmer for now. I mean, we're a little playable light, admittedly, but we can play things in a pinch if we have to. Like, I don't think these cards are great, but they have some utility to them. Guess we play Rally the Forces. This card is fine. Totally fine. The Racketeer's not bad. This card's too weird. But we'll take the Racketeer. This card is fine, especially in a deck that's got the Druid's Familiar and the Rancor. Got some use for it. We'll take the Roar of Jukai. Never really going to be able to splice it, but that's okay. we're doing okay. I think these two, like I said, you want to play all the powerful cards, but we really just did not observe a lot of fixing, so I don't think it's going to happen. We can take the hunger here. It's green. It sort of makes sense. We have some things that can wear it better than others, but overall it's probably getting cycled most of the time. Insatiable Soul Eater, not particularly good, but we may have to consider it. Look how narrow that Cephalid Snitch is. Target creature loses protection from black until end of turn. If you sack it. Wow. That is narrow. Alright, we'll take the Gate Smasher. Don't really have a ton to support that. We'll let somebody have a Putrid Leech. Although, we don't want people taking green. Even though it's green-black. We want people to stray away from green. So far, our deck needs a little bit of help, but I don't hate it. I think it's okay. Fertilid. This card's good. That card is good. Veterans Armaments. It's kind of cool. I don't know if we have enough beaters to reliably make that work. I don't know if we have a ton of warriors either. Probably don't. Probably just take the Fertilid. This card is good. I like it. It's expensive, but good value from it. Kind of need some more creatures anyway. What's the Sting Moggy do? That's kind of cool. That is cool. We're going to take the Fertilid, though. Bear Umber's great. Yeah, that is really good. Bramble Snap, pretty narrow. Living Destiny, don't need it. Overgrown Battlement is actually good. Definitely good. I think we take the Bear Umber, though. Whenever it attacks on tap, so just pre-combat, whatever you need, attack, potentially do it again. It's pretty nice. Plus the totem armors in general are good. Well, it's got flash, so that actually does make it not bad. Jeez. It's a big payment. And it only has, you can't even add colorless without it? You have to pay 3 life every time? That's big. That's way too much cost. These are all pretty terrible cards. I guess we take the Moss Kami. Alright, Arbor Elf is definitely what we're looking for. Summoner's Pact, though, lets us find... I mean, we don't have any actual Omega must-find bombs. It's a nice toolkit to have, but it makes way more sense for us now, especially. Now more than ever, to take this Arbor Elf. Because then that brings us up to 3 ramp spells, which is kind of what we want anyway. I think we'll take out the Weatherseed Elf. I kind of want to take out this Sniper, too, if I can. We can play the Spider. Having 3 ramp spells lets us go a little bit more hog wild on the 4 drops, I would think. We probably don't need the enormous Baloth. I think we have enough ways to win. So we can probably cut the Sniper if I take the Spider here. Okay. Bramble Elemental seems okay here. We actually have a couple auras. We have 3, I guess. If we play them all. We already have the way to get Forest Walk, so we probably don't need that. It's got Flash. That's actually not bad. That is not bad. Gaze of the Gorgon's not bad either. I kind of want this Bramble Elemental, though, and then we probably cut, like, the Calmer. It's not that great anyway. Or sideboard card. 3 auras seems like enough to me. And getting more bodies should be good. It's another Gate Smasher equipped target, too. That's enough. And so is Giant Spider, actually. Gate Smasher actually looks okay in here. Surprisingly. You don't hear that all too often. Insatiable Soul Eater, on the other hand, I'd like to update. I'd like to upgrade that if I could. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Alphamere, well, not that impressive. Clockwork Condor, no way to get them back. These aren't like the classic Clockworks, are they? Battle Growth is unexciting too. Whoa. I mean, we have a relatively high curve, so maybe we want this card? There's nothing else in here we care about, right? No. Shatter, I guess. But this is actually... Our curve is relatively high, if you think about it. Like, we have a bunch of cheat kind of cards, but we actually have a pretty nice curve. Amplify. How many beasts do we have? Might actually have more than one might think. That's one. Or maybe we don't. I thought we did. I mean, beast is actually generic enough where you could have them, but we don't. This card's good if you have enough beasts. We do not. I guess we'll take the Frenetic Raptor. Can't even block. 6 mana, 6/6. It's probably not making the deck. Time Sifter's cool, but it's pretty random and you pay quite a bit for it. So I'm skeptical. Deglamour is good. I don't think we have enough elementals and warrior spells. This having reinforce is actually good though. You can do it at any time too. It's a fine combat trick. But we'll take the Deglamour. I want to be able to deal with anything. Bramble Snap again. Nope. All these are underwhelming. Could take the Bramble Snap. It's kind of cool, especially with some creatures that you don't need. Maybe we just take the Not of This World. But no, we don't have anything big enough to ever make that work. Burgrafter. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Don't need it. Browbeat I actually like, but it's more... The problem with Browbeat is it's actually like a... it's like a constructed card. More, I would say a constructed card for like a burn deck. We don't really need it. Uncaged Fury, on the other hand, is actually very good. Probably put a game away, I imagine. I think it actually makes the deck too. Well, we've got Forest Walk on lockdown now. Battle Growth, whatever. So, not a bad deck. Considering, not a bad deck. So, let's figure out what makes the cut and what doesn't. We also do not have any fixing. So we'll figure this out. We want to make 3 cuts. It's a 17 land deck. I think Time Sifter is just a cute card, but I'm not going to play it. We probably have a curve that's good enough where I feel like we could pretty reliably do Time Sifter, but you're still just going to hit land sometimes and your opponent's going to hit. And do you really want your opponent to take another turn? This is a card where if you can control the top of your deck, it's good. Otherwise, you can't play it. Scout the Borders is kind of a filler card. It's basically in the deck for Become Immense, but I can pay full price for Become Immense sometimes and still be fine. We don't need to Scout the Borders. And then we need to make one more cut, and it's probably a non-creature card, so it's probably Savage Hunger. This makes our Druids, no, it makes our Bramble Elemental worse, but... Or it could be Roar of Jakai. I mean, I guess the perk of Savage Hunger is you can just get rid of it whenever you need. Roar of Jakai is pretty narrow. You cast it, you attack with everything, but it's not like the team pumps we're used to, where I'm gonna kill them now because of it. It's more like you make blocks better for you. It's just narrow enough where I don't really like it. It's definitely a card where you could get your opponent, but blocked only. I don't think so. I think as bad as Savage Hunger feels, the fact that it cycles is good enough for me. Uh, Overall, I mean, Insatiable Soul Eater is pretty bad too. But I think it's in there. It's like the first cut if I need to swap into the Nantuko Calmer or something, or a Pyromatics maybe. Um, this is like a 3-drop too. Yeah, I don't really, to be honest, I don't really like Rally the Forces in here either. It's attacking creatures only, so I can't even super reliably do anything with it. Could do the Sniper and speculate my opponent's got flyers. It's definitely a good card against a flying deck. Just tap to at least tap a fat flyer. I like that. Can keep me alive. Otherwise, I basically just have a giant spider. No removal to stop reach. And I guess Sniper at least is another cheap thing to go with my Druid's Familiar. Where's a Rancor if I have to? Like I said, I just don't really like Rally the Forces for a deck that's probably not beating in. This is better for like, I mean, it's an okay card in general, but it's definitely more for an aggro deck, which we're not. I guess we'll take the Sniper. I think. Could do the Scout the Borders instead. Maybe that makes sense, actually. Okay, I think on second thought, I'm actually going to do the Scout the Borders. It does, okay, it fuels our Become Immense, but more importantly, this seems like a deck where we need to find our most powerful, our finishers, because we have a fair amount of ramp in here. How many things can I equip Gate Smasher to as well? This is kind of important. 1, 2, whatever it equips to, 3, 4, not that, 5, 6, 7, whatever I put a Bear Ember on, 8. That's not bad. 8 is probably enough to reliably make Gate Smasher okay. Certainly good with the Uncaged Fury. Jeez. Trample, Double Strike. Make huge. Alright, well, I think this is it. Let's add our lands. Don't have much in the red department, but we need that Zertod Druid early, so we're going to have to at least play a fair amount of red. We have a ton of green. We're basically mono green. We could play mono green, but our red cards are... Well, are they good enough? Is there a reason to not play red? Do I have enough goodies to not play red is a more important question. Probably not. I'd have to play things like Ivy Dancer, Weatherseed Elf, the Sniper, Burgrafter, which 4 mana 2/2 with combat trick upside, a battle growth. We could definitely play mono green. I'm looking at our red cards now, and I'm really not that blown away. Alright. I think we'll play mono green. There's not enough incentive to play red just based on that. I'm really not convinced. So the good news is we can probably... I have to look at our curve, but we can get away with 16 lands. If we're monocolor with 2 rampers, we can totally get away with. So then the question becomes, is it even worth it to play 16 lands? I'm not sure the answer is yes on that. Probably play the Calmer, I guess. Starting to get 4-drop heavy, though. Battle Growth's pretty bad. Another 4-drop's not really what I'm looking for. Weathered Seed Elf is very narrow. But I'd rather play a Weather Seed Elf than a Ivy Dancer. 1 extra toughness is not worth it. Alright, we probably play 17 lands then, I guess. Since I'm just struggling just enough where it's awkward. And I guess we'll play the Roar of Jakai now. Don't even have other arcane. This is an odd deck. It's definitely an odd deck, but it's got some utility. It's low on removal. It's very removal light, but it looks fun. And the fact that it's monocolor could be beneficial. We'll find out if it is or isn't soon enough. Yeah. All right. Well, this is it. Yeah. All right. Play it like this. See you round 1. It's a keep. Well, our main deck Forest Walk card should pay some dividends, huh? I don't think we have a ton of graveyard interaction that I can recall right now. So, we'll play the Crotique. Best use of mana here. Alright, I guess we'll take it. Alright. So, ooh. That's pretty good. So we can play the Tanadon, but I think we play the Splicer because, like, they're both 4-drops, but one makes me not have to pay 4 life. We'll play the Splicer. If we draw the land, we can play the Familiar, pair it with the Golem, and still be able to regen our Golem too, which is pretty nice. Set up for a Gate Smasher. All that seems pretty good. Okay, it's got Provoke, which is definitely good against some things. So I've got some choices here. I can Bear Umbra. The Bear Umbra on the Golem is not very good though, is it? How does it work with tokens? Do I have to read? Well, I wasn't able to find the specific thing I was looking for, but I actually think it works. So I'm pretty tempted to just Bear Umbra the Golem here and get in. And then if I'm allowed to untap, I can Druid's Familiar and pair with the Splicer. I think we'll do that. So we'll put the Umbra on there, we'll attack. We'll untap, we'll do the Familiar, we'll pair with the Druid's Familiar with the Splicer, which I think ultimately is good. This way, if they want to Krosan Varine one of my guys, my Splicer, perhaps, they Can't do it super effectively. I mean, they have to trade at the very least, so I think it ultimately works out okay. Okay, so they have some sort of combat trick. I do think this still works, though. I can block it with more than that, too. But I don't know what's going to happen yet, so I'm going to not instead. That's interesting. We keep our golem and they lose their guy and half of a wild hunger. That's fine. It's very good, actually. Savage Hunger. No, I think we're in the business of playing the Sundering Pterodon at this point. We've managed to sort of flip around where we're at here. So they can't even flash it. Well, I guess if they don't even have a land they can flash it back with. Okay, so they have something nasty, huh? Oh, they thought it was 3 maybe? I think they thought it was 3. I did. Oh, they totally screwed up there. Okay. Yeah. We'll play the Pteranodon. This is kind of a perfect time to do it because... Oh, wait. I have to do the right cost here. Oh, I have to click my player icon to pay for life. Got it. Wait, what? Click your player... So I have to do that first? Oh, I see. Okay. Got it. Artifact creature and a non-artifact creature. Okay, so can this be my non? And then this. Okay. That's acceptable. And then, I guess we just do the best use of mana here, which is the spider, even though I think the Wandering Wolf probably pairs a little bit better with the Familiar. Druid's Familiar is busted. I know I said it when I first picked it, but this was, considering how bad Avacyn Restored was, this was just such a weird card to have in that format, because it was so absurdly strong. It really doesn't, it's kind of a nonsensical 4-drop uncommon. It's definitely rare power. Maybe not in like constructed, but in limited, I mean, absolutely rare quality power level. Big game changer. So they've got at least a few tricks and removal up their sleeve here. Unfortunately, Perilous Predicament is actually good against us too. Well, Ivy Dancer, you're coming in. We need you. We're gonna get rid of the Roar of Jakai. I still don't like the card. Deglamour. Well, I don't. What do we see? The Mycosynth thing. We didn't even see an enchantment really. Probably not worth it then. Everything else seems fine though. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we gotta mull this. We do have the Savage Hunger, which makes it slightly more desirable, but... Alright, we gotta go to 5. This one will keep. Keep the elf, actually. Hungry Spriggan. Well, it actually attacks pretty well. Bramble Snap's awkward. I guess we'll do the Fertilid. Oh yeah. Arbor Elf is kind of a bit of an awkward card to play. So now they're kind of like a beatdown deck. It's odd. The Trample is kind of going to get us here. So I can play the Bramble Snap, but I can only make it a 3/3 currently. We probably... Is it come in tap too? Yeah. Well, you only have to pay 2. Okay. It's actually not bad. Okay. Play the Bramble Snap. So I guess we can... They got a lot of tricks in there, though. We may need to just, like, take a bit of a beating here. I don't even have the resources to do Fertilid, do I? We may need to block. Okay, so I block like... We block like this. Okay. Oh, wait. It can tap itself too, huh? I didn't even realize that. Okay, maybe I should have blocked the other one. That actually is pretty good. Maybe this card was better than I realized. Okay. 2/8. Huh. So I should have done that differently. So I have 4 mana now. I can put the Bear Umbra on the Fertilid. Which I think we have to do. I don't even attack, though. Okay. That's actually pretty scary. Calmer. Still just a mana shy here of what we want. Like, I want to use Fertilid, but I kind of need blockers here too. Whenever it attacks, can't be blocked until in turn unless defending player sacks a creature. Okay. Okay. That's okay too. No attacks though. That's interesting. Become Immense. That I cannot cast. And I'm 1 mana shy. Oh, basically everything in my hand. So I can play the Ivy Dancer. It's pretty bad though. And if I play the Ivy Dancer, I can't even use the Fertilid. Alright. I think I am actually going to play Ivy Dancer. It seems a bit strange, but it's kind of a relevant card right now. Not even for the Forest Walk, hilariously enough, but for the blocking of something. Oh, so they're pretty worried about that, huh? Okay. I think that's okay. So nothing else can block it? I don't understand. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. So why didn't they... I didn't even see that ability before. Why didn't my opponent kill my thing last turn? Now I'm just confused. I mean, I screwed up there, but why wouldn't my opponent just kill my thing? That's just weird. Alright. They must not know that they can untap. That's good for us. Wait, did I forget to use this? No, I couldn't because I idiotically paid for that thing. It's almost like... Man. Okay. I guess... Actually, okay, I think I get why it's okay. Because they can choose my thing, but then I can tap it in response. Okay, that actually is fine. Hmm. Okay, so first things first. Oh, wait. Hmm. So I guess we'll sack the Arbor Elf. Yeah. Alright. Hmm. So I can sack the Fertilid and get it back with Bear Umber, is that right? No. Is sacrifice the same as destroyed? I don't think it is. Alright, we'll sack the Elvish Mystic. Oh, we do have Become Immense. I guess that's good. Maybe I should have just played the Weather Seed out for that. That actually would have made sense. Hmm. Okay. Well. Hmm. Hmm. Alright. Alright. We don't really have flyers, so that's probably okay. Guess we can. So I can actually attack with the Fertilid. If it dies, I get it back and can deck send some more. Can also play my Bramble Elemental. Yeah, we'll do that. So wait. Why did it not come? Oh, I see why it didn't come back. Okay. I get it now. Because it didn't have any things left on it. Okay. I get it now. I got confused. So I can't play the Weather Seed Elf as much as I want to. Croson Vereen is a great card, though. Really strong. I guess I have to pick up the pace a little bit because I'm like 6 minutes behind. But we'll figure it out. Ooh, Gate Smasher, yeah. There's a good one. Alright. Guess we're killing the Life Strider. Okay, take entirely too much damage. Let's see what we got here. Can't believe we almost won this game on a mull to 5. land screwed for the first like 6 turns. That's pretty incredible, actually. I mean, granted, we lost in a horribly horrific fashion, but we totally could have won that. It's pretty impressive. Uh, Nothing. Got it. All right. Play first. Hmm. It's a tough one with the Mystic, too. We didn't even see any flyers out of him, which makes this worse. We don't rip lands, we're in pretty serious trouble. But we have the Mystic. Pretty challenging. Pretty challenging. I really don't get going until 3 or 4. If I was on the draw, this would be a snap keep. On the play, it is really, really challenging. And I'm running low on time. I'm gonna risk it. It's like I said, extremely challenging decision there. I almost wish Elvish Mystic wasn't in this hand. It would just be so easy to decide. But because of the Mystic, it's like, yeah, keep it. All right. It's a good rip. Also a good rip. So we can start it off with the Soul Eater or the... I think we do the Tanadon. Oh man, I keep forgetting. So we'll get the Tanadon down. Sure. Ripping lanes like crazy now, which is good. So they could have like Epic Confrontation or something, but we're gonna take it. I think we can still kill them on the backswing. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Oh, Garrick. Okay. Oh, interesting. So I think we just kill him. We attack them, and then we become immense. And that is exactly 12. Cool. All right. See you in round 2. Round 2, we have a mulligan here. This one's a keep. I think we're going to bottom that. I'd rather have one of our ramp cards or one of our 3 drops, I think. I mean, we need mana, but I think we'll just mull. Play the sniper. Well, no play from our opponent yet. I guess that's good, but we're not really doing all that much either. Guess we'll play the Gate Smasher. It's kind of a cool card. Wait, discard at random? Oh, that's quite the downside, actually. We're at 3-1. So they got rid of Runner's Bane. Huh. Cycle this. Wandering Wolf. It's an interesting one. 2 cards left in their hand, but problem is we've got 3 cards, but none of them matter. I suppose we trade here. Well, not given that luxury. So maybe, well, they're not mono red. Weather Seed Elf. Well, guess it can block. They get to draw a card, but doesn't do me a lot of good to have the elf. Well, no play. I guess that's good. We're just like a fatty away from, doing something here. Oh, it's too bad. Our sniper would have been good there. Bear Umbra. The funny thing about Bear Umbra here, doesn't even allow me to wear the Gate Smasher. I suppose we do it anyway. I guess it doesn't matter if they want to bounce our Arbor Elf, whatever. Factor Fiction is an awesome spell. So I separate and they choose. Yeah. I guess we'll do Crusher in one and Draconic Roar and Lands in the other. I don't want them to have a 4/4. So they fill their hand, but I don't want them to get a 4/4. I think that's actually worse for us than them having a bunch of lands. Cunning Spark Mage is pretty good. Toughness 4 or greater. I believe we have 3 creatures in the deck where that actually matters. And certainly matters with a Bear Umbra, I should add. And it's our 2 Rampers and a Weather Seed Elf. Hmm. Oh, it's pretty harsh. So we do have the Nantuko Calmer. I think we're main decking it. We have the Deglamor too. We saw Runner's Bane as well, so I can bring in the Deglamor. That's probably okay. Alright, won't show him anymore. Alright, so Deglamor comes in. Weather Seed Elf goes out. Roar of Jukai is still pretty terrible. Maybe we play Burgrafter. Pretty terrible. I guess. Maybe we try out the Time Sifter. I think that's just regret. Alright, we'll play first. Yeah, it's a keep. If we can get that Bramble Elemental into Bear Umber, we're looking pretty good. Okay. So I think we go land, Bear Umbra, go Sniper, attack with Elemental, untap lands. There we go, Giant Spider. And this way we can equip the Gate Smasher to the Spider. maybe do something. Ooh, that's pretty saucy. So it's one short of lethal. Guess we come immense here. Alright, cool. Arcane Teachings too. They got some good X1 killers, but yeah, we have the Glamour, we've got the Calmer, I guess. Alright. Nice to see Become Immense be so good. Maybe I should have taken that. Wait, I took a Rancor. I don't know if that's the wrong. I don't know if that was wrong. Rancor is so good. It turns your little dudes into actual threats. I mean, the +7/+7 is insane too. And it's rare. That was a tough choice. Rancor is so good. Why do I keep getting these hands? I'm running 17 lands. I'm on the draw. I guess we keep. On the draw. That's tough. Okay. Player or Planeswalker. Well, that's cool. So I can deglamour that. Suppose I have to. No choice now. I guess we don't want him to untap with it either. Great card. But then again, I don't want him to draw it either. They're going to attack us for 4 anyway. Okay. They already got their value anyway, so. Even Augur. Alright. Save all the sack effect dudes, which is fine, I guess. We're quite a ways from flipping that dude anyway. We can cast Become Immense now, which is relevant. Something we can be conscious of. God, Factor Vision's so good. Skiz Motivate. Alright, we'll do Twin Bolt and 1 land. Alright, they took the Twin Bolt, which was Probably a good choice ultimately. So, land there is good. So we can get in there. I don't want to use Become Immense, so I'm just going to allow this. Close to lethal, but not quite there. Wish I could protect that. Twin Bolt's kind of going to get our wolf too, which is a problem. Oh, Gate Smasher's pretty excellent. I wish I could equip it. Alright, well, we're going to put the Wandering Wolf to the slaughter here. They can cast Twin Bolt on our wolf. The problem is we're actually really close to lethal. Just Become Immense. What does this flip into again? Okay. One card left in their hand here. Do I cast to Become Immense? It's not lethal. And they definitely augur during their upkeep. This flips. I think we're going to let it flip. We need to have Become Immense be a surprise kill. I mean, we have the trample, so that helps. Well, they use the augur anyway, which is probably wise. Okay. Their last few cards were just excellent. Just really excellent last few cards to have. So, we're not dead yet. At least their guys flipped back. That actually is pretty important. Moss Kami. Can't block their flyers. We die to a ping effect regardless of whether I play the giant spider or the Moss Kami. Because I'm taking 5. So for that reason, I maybe just play the Moss Kami. And hope to win off of Become Immense with a Gate Smasher. I think we do. All right, it was a super close game. Super, super, super close. Wish we could have gotten there. All right, we'll see you in round 3. All right, round 3, keeping. Bear Umber on a Wandering Wolf is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good too. Hmm. Well, power less than it can't block it, so that is actually nice. Well, guess we do Bear Umber here. Give that Forest Walk and get in here. And then I guess we'll play a Sniper. Deal with those pesky flyers. Alright. Well, they are running forests. Nice. Do we bring in the Ivy Dancer for that too? Probably. Roar of Jakai is not good anyway. Deglamour. I don't know. Probably didn't see enough yet. Let's run it back. Alright, well, it's keep. Okay. Sure. Well, I can't. Whisper Silk's a great card. I mean, I guess the good news about Whisper Silk is we don't have a way to target anyway, but can't be blocked is huge. Okay. Guess we'll play the Soul Eater. Primal Clay. Alright. 1/6 wall. Well, we've got to become immense, I guess, so we can do that. Ooh. Thundering Pteranodon's great too. We're just gonna jam out some big dudes right now. Oh, well, that makes Become Immense a little bit worse. Oh, I see. Play in the forest, huh? Alright. Hmm. Interesting. Seeing Weatherseed Elf do something really makes me happy. Can't stress that enough. Exhaustion. Their next untap step. Well, that's okay. Creatures and lands? Jeez. Alright. Well, I guess I can't play anything. Hmm. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Alright. Sounds good to me. Alright. Gate Smasher too, huh? Pretty sweet. Can I just kill my opponent yet? Let's see. Oh yeah, totally. Alright, cool. Ended up going 2-1 for a monocolor deck in this format. I thought it turned out great. Played really well for us. Bear Umber was fantastic. Certainly happy I took that. Thundering Tanadon was everything we wanted it to be. Become Immense won game after game after game. Uh, yeah, really, really fun, really good deck. So hope you enjoyed it.